Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Eagles Collective, and I got the boys with me today. What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Mm, all right, I guess we'll talk about
50-50.
it. Not the
All right,
best.
all right, bro. It's the first. Look at it like this: it's Jalen Hurts' first loss in over a year.
372 days, bro.
Well, we got to look at that perspective. Just jumping right into the game, I'm gonna give a little bit of my thoughts on it. Uh, we basically watched that game. We saw the Eagles take advantage of the situation. They kind of set the tone in the game. Everything was looking good. Going to the second half, it's almost like they just depleted. And I think that's the most frustrating part. My biggest takeaway out of this game will have to be the penalties. Um, we'll dive a little bit more into the penalties, but that's the biggest thing that I think changes this game. But Scott, what you got?
I agree with you on the penalties. I mean, it's childish football we've been playing. I mean, the penalties have been a problem this whole season so far, and it's just stuff you can't do in situations where you just can't do those things.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously, second half, it's the same as last week. We're having a tough time adjusting to the opposing team's second half defense. Um, I think Kevin Patullo does play a big part in that. I think our situational football also plays a big part in that. But I've been saying this for 2, 3 weeks now, and I'm going to keep saying it again. I know we'll dive into this a little bit more, but I think the offensive line has just been pitiful this year. Whether it's they're riddled with injuries or they're just, I think Mailata says something about how they're still not recovering from Saquon's 685 carries last year. I guess that's lingering. I don't know, but we have a lot to talk about with this O line. And just the offense as a whole just looks like it looks terrible. It looks they show signs of the dominance that we've seen the past year and kind of our identity that we were like in the first half of the Rams game and then the second half or excuse me, the second half of the Rams game, first half of the Tampa game. But we seem to have lost that identity at times and it's not good. The
You
defense, I
know,
will say about
they
the
do
defense
look off,
before I
Scott.
let
They do look off,
they
Scott.
they look off for sure. It looks different. But before I let you take the floor, I will say the defense, we'll get into that too, obviously, but I think the defense played a solid game. The second half adjustments, even they couldn't do a whole lot. That run defense still looks shaky, and it is tough to play like that when your offense has 8 3-and-outs in a row, basically. So I'm not too worried about the defense as much as we are the offense, but how you feeling about it, Jay?
Yeah, I'm not that worried about the defense. You know what I'm starting to notice, Scotty? They're having trouble closing out games. Like
Yeah.
they're having trouble like, just putting their stamp on the game. Like, because this is a game they should have closed out from the start of the fourth quarter. The second half was bad, but particularly the fourth quarter was where they let everything happen. Um, this was needed. This was needed. The Eagles, they got to get up their high horse. They definitely missed a couple calls on us. The Goddard flag that would have set us up at the goal line. There's a couple things that went wrong. The penalties definitely the biggest part of why we were even in this situation, letting the Broncos stay in the game. But to me, the game plan for that fourth quarter and the second half was just not good. Running the ball. I was happy with the pass game we got going. It was good, but it's just something feels off, and I don't want to jinx ourselves, but we do feel like we're 2 seasons backwards a little bit, and we're not clicking. Something's not clicking, and I don't know if it's as a team or it's just the offense, but it's like when the defense is playing good, the offense is not playing good. So we just got to get everybody on the same page. I just hope it's not the OC that's causing this.
I think Kevin Patullo actually played a solid game the first half. Just watching it because at the end of the day they played man, and this offense plays well when you play man on us, and they're also stacking the box when they did it. So the way that I look at it is they played well when they played man on them. After that second half, when Saquon scored the touchdown, they should have just focused on running the ball and literally just running the clock out. And that's what we used to seeing the last season. That's what they would do. They would just run the clock out. But apparently we only had, I want to say, 7 minutes, I believe, and they had like over 12 minutes on us. So the clock management part is definitely what hurt us. With also affects the defense because now the defense now has to run out there and now have to put up with whatever mistake we made.
Well, we also, going off that point, we had one designed run in the entire second half.
Yeah, yeah, and
That's just can't. I can't. I know our O line isn't
It's
holding up, but it does
impossible,
not
man.
like
Damn.
you have to run the football, especially when you're up like that.
no, I agree. And then when it comes to punts, we had 7 punts, they had 7 punts, so that was even. And the thing that I noticed is they actually had there's a total of 21 penalties this whole game. Guess how many penalties we had?
I know we had five. We had five pre-snap penalties, which is insane in
I think it was
itself.
like 11 to 14. I'm guessing.
No, we only had 9, bro. They have
Okay,
more
my bad.
penalties than us.
Okay.
So they
Ours
have
came at a costly time, though.
Yeah, and yeah, our penalties were more detrimental to us than theirs. Like, for example,
Illegal man downfield.
it's those things that kind of
Yeah,
call
the
us
one at
back.
the end too with the shift on Saquon. You know, if you really look at it, he almost set his. I mean, I think he set his feet. It was like a half a second they caught that by, man. That would have also set them up at a good spot.
Yeah, that's
But those five pre-snap, penalties are gonna happen regardless. But pre-snap penalties, they just can't. Like
Yeah.
that's especially in situations like that. You know, the illegal motion, illegal man downfield. Those are things that in a situation where we need, if those things happened last year, we probably wouldn't even. They did actually. Last year we did have some penalty issues,
That was the
and
type of
it
game,
just
Scotty, where like something you don't need to happen happens, and then like you like when he took a sack at the beginning of that drive at the end, like you're not supposed to do that, and he did that.
and
Everything
he
you just
also
said,
missed. He missed. I forgot who it was. Smitty. He had Smitty like wide open running out of bounds.
yeah. So, but I think stat wise on paper, Jalen had a good game. No
yeah,
turnover. Like
Yeah,
for him to throw the
yeah.
ball, for 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. The 2023 Jalen, it would be turnovers.
Plus,
So
or excuse me, if Saquon set his feet, that's another 40 yards. And then if Jahan Dotson stayed in bounds, that's another 30. So that's another 70 yards that
that's what
Jalen
I'm
would have
saying.
had
and think
that
about
got
that
called
penalty
back.
call on Dallas. Well, at Dallas Goddard, that should have been a PI.
PDI,
They
yeah.
called. So, like I said, we don't want to make referees the excuse for losing, but it definitely was a
That was a
very
factor. That was a factor.
They
The
played a
Goddard,
role. They
the
played a
Goddard, the
role.
Goddard missed call is a factor because if you look, the DB put both his hands right on his chest. Even though he was playing the ball, he was obstructing him from catching.
yeah.
It's definitely
Yo, what's
PI.
going on, Richard? What's going on? Don't forget to
Richard, what's up?
hit that like button, everybody. Appreciate it. But yeah, like that's my biggest thing. Like those penalties that were called, you can blame a little bit on the refs. Landon Dickerson is injured, bro. Like he shouldn't have
Yeah.
been playing. Like I was thinking the beginning of this whole season, we would at least sit him for like 4 games, and he would at least come back the Bucks game. But
They're rushing him.
they rushed him in. You see Cam Jurgens. Cam Jurgens missed a few blocks. Like it's uncharacteristic for this offensive line to play the way that they have. And I know we give a lot of we 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 give a lot of the acknowledgement to like the quarterback, the running back, the wide receiver. But at the end of the day, what makes this team good is the offensive line. And our offensive line is not the offensive line that we're
When
used
they're
to.
struggling, the whole
Yeah.
offense struggles, bro. This is an O-line dominant team. And if you look in the second half especially, Denver switched up their whole defensive game plan. They started to disguise blitzes. They were only rushing four. And if you look at when they were rushing four and we have five defenders and there were
Mhm.
still two guys like an edge and an interior D line still getting through, like when have we seen our O line do something like that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean Jalen didn't play a perfect game when it came to taking the sacks and running out of bounds. But there's some things too where it's just like, what do you want him to do? You have more defenders or you have more blockers than defenders, and
Yeah.
you're still letting two guys in. Like that's
And
that's
he didn't run it
unacceptable.
all either, bro. Like it
No,
was
he didn't.
that was unorthodox for him to not kind of take the play
Yeah,
over and like get a run out of it or something, get some type of yards. It's almost like My theory is people have been complaining about the pass game, right? So with people complaining about the pass game, what's going on, Wayne? Appreciate you watching this. Um,
Yo, Wayne.
the issue is so AJ Brown was talking about the pass game. What did we do? We literally said, "All right, you're complaining about passing. We're gonna pass," and that's literally all we did. Like we literally like put the run to the side and just focused on the pass game the entire time. We saw the results that it gets us. We don't win the game with it. So I feel like at the end of the day, that should open the eyes of AJ and Smitty. We can do it that way, but at the same time, you see how we're more at risk of losing a game. Like we want to take the conservative out the way, but we need to find that balance. That's where the issue is, bro. There's just
I
no
have 2 points to add to that. You're
yeah.
definitely right. Um, First point, if we look back in recent, Jalen Hurts era, if he throws the ball around 40 times, we lose every single game he does that. It's always a loss. So
Always.
us as fans, I think we do emphasize the pass game a little bit too much when the run game is not working, but we're also not asking Jalen Hurts to throw the ball 40 times because we know what that does. Another thing I wanted to add is I think you're right about, like Patullo and them, AJ and them, like all of them hearing these things, or AJ complaining, Patullo hearing about it, the fans complaining. But I
Mhm.
also think if we notice the last 4 teams that we played, they're all trying to stack the box because they're expecting Saquon to get the
Mhm.
ball because they saw what we did last year to every single NFL team, just destroyed them in the run game offensively.
Mhm.
So I think they kind of went into this game expecting Denver to just try to like put all their eggs in one basket and stop the run.
Mhm.
And maybe that worked for the first half, but it obviously didn't in the second half, and we showed no signs of adjusting to it.
No, that's facts. And I'm just gonna pull this stat up with Jalen Hurts and Bo Nix, just a comparison. Just looking at that. So Bo Nix 242 yards, Jalen 280, no turnovers. Pass rating of 87.8. Jalen Hurts 100, rushing yards 22. Jalen three. I mean, yeah, only three, no rushing touchdowns. Like Bo Nix played a solid game. Like he played a solid game. He actually has more attempts than Jalen. Um, but yeah, just looking at that.
I see him playing a solid game, but to me, he played more of a solid fourth quarter because most of that came in the fourth quarter. Half of those yards came in the fourth quarter. Touchdown came in the fourth quarter. He was 10 for 10 in the fourth quarter. So they had Knicks for the first 3 quarters, man. I just don't know what happened in the fourth.
I think the defense was also just kind of gassed.
Yeah, because he gave up. They gave up every. I think he had 140 yards in the fourth quarter, bro.
No,
100.
definitely gas. Yeah, definitely gas in that fourth quarter.
He was 10 for 10, I believe. He was perfect. It was the fourth quarter mainly, so it's just like that. Like I was telling, I think when I don't know if you were when your camera was on. It's like they're having trouble putting games away. Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they definitely
Bo
had.
Nix is solid. Let me not. Bo Nix is solid. He's one of the one of the better young quarterbacks in my opinion. I know you guys probably feel the same. He's not a slouch, but remember what I told you. We're gonna get everybody's best shot. We're gonna get everybody's best shot. This is the everybody's Super Bowl when they play us, especially if they play us at the link.
And
Yeah.
when you think about it too, so these other games that we played, we actually just out talented other teams. This game, I feel like we got out coached. Like Sean Payton, you can't sleep on Sean Payton. Like he's a
No.
coach. I feel like we simply just got out coached with this game. I do think that Nick kind of stayed neutral a little bit and kind of let Kevin Patullo lead the offense. He didn't really give his say so like you would expect he would. So I think it's a little bit of that. But looking at AJ and Smitty's stats, like 8 receptions from Smitty, 5 from AJ. Like the targets, that's like
Smitty
AJ
always gonna
Brown
ball.
said, "Give me the ball." He said, AJ Brown said, "I want to be the person when the game is on the line. You try to put the ball in my hands." Right? Didn't he say that
Yep.
in his
Mhm.
interview? All
Word for
right.
word.
So if he said that, why are we all now debating about if he slowed down on a route? Like why? Like when we give you
Yeah,
that,
why is that?
you don't take it. Like
Yeah.
the opportunity was
So,
there, you chose not to take it. So how are we now going to look at you? Like how are we gonna look at you now when you say those things? It's almost like you're talking just to talk, almost like that. That's what's frustrating about that. So my question to you guys is: do we have an AJ Brown problem? This happened in 22. It was good. Just like how Saquon had a good year coming from another team, like unexpectedly coming to a team, being successful. 23, we start seeing the arguing on the sideline.
yeah.
Then and then 24, we have the whole issue going on with passing. Even though that was blown up and a little bit of help from Brandon Graham on that issue, then we get that issue. Then we get the reading the book on the sideline issue. Now we get this issue now that started, and we haven't even went into the bye week. So at the end of the day, like, do y'all feel like we have an AJ Brown problem, or do y'all feel like what he's saying is right and he's just the only one speaking on it?
I mean, we definitely have a bit of an AJ Brown problem. Everybody knows that since he's been here, he's been a diva. He called anytime something doesn't go his way, he wants to go out and he wants to bitch about it and post his little BS on social media. And then every Wednesday comes around and he says, "Oh, I love Philadelphia. I love the fans. I love this. I love that." But it's petty. It's childish. You're too old for that. It's got to stop. And I'm not trying to blame all of it on AJ because I've seen a lot of passes floated above his head, something that he could never even get to.
Mm-hmm.
He's not being schemed open as much as he would like. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing about AJ Brown is if there's any inkling of an issue, he's gonna make it known.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a beast, bro. He's a great freaking player. Like he is. When he goes off, he goes off. But personally, I do think that the drama is becoming a little bit too much, but I don't want to say that just yet because of the conversation that him and Saquon and Jalen had. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for all we know, that could have been like real man to man shit right there. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I do like how they're not talking about it either. Like they're
It
not
sounded much needed, yeah.
out of it. So that is them like at least admitting that there is a problem. Um, Jay, what's your thoughts on it before I say anything else?
AJ Brown problem is obvious. We got one. I don't think it's as big as people think it is. I think it's more of a Scotty's. I think it's more of him being emotional, him not being able to contain himself as as a human being and not be able to let his emotions come out and type them and let the whole world see. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's more of that. I do still feel like this could potentially be his last season in Philadelphia. Um, you could just kind of see it on the writings on the wall. He don't look too happy. When he was leaving the field, he was next to Patullo. They was smiling and laughing. I'm gonna give him more time. AJ still got there's still a lot of time in the season left. He's still a hell of a player. I still think he's gonna contribute. I just think the media makes it bigger than what it is. Once again, if you look at every game, every number one receiver's on the side complaining when he's not getting every single one. It's just because it's AJ. It's just because of the Super Bowl champs. It's just because it's Philly. It's just because it's been an issue before. But I'm telling you, watch all the number one receivers when they don't get the ball. They pout and cry too.
Now, I would agree with what you're saying, Jay, but this is the thing. AJ Brown has a bachelor's degree in journalism. So he knows what they're doing.
Psychologically, he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he knows
So
this.
if you know what they're doing, why are you feeding them? You're feeding them information that's like doesn't need to be talked about. We didn't talk about the Broncos as much media wise at all. It was all talk last week about AJ Brown and his frustration. Like that's what it was all about last week. So with that being said, we got Darius Cooper sitting out there. We got John Minchie sitting out there. We got Jahan Dotson sitting out there. We got Johnny Wilson, hopefully to get out of injury that we have. With those people still there, and we got Dotson. That catch, and I know the catch that we're all talking about. Can we all agree it was an effort type catch? You needed to make a little bit more effort to catch it.
I can agree with that, but I do still think the ball was floated a little bit. Like even if AJ made full effort on that, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think there's no guaranteed clear-cut way
There's
that
no
he was going to catch
guarantee
the
that he's
ball.
gets it. But
Do
if you
you
kind of
think
look
Smitty would have
when he,
caught it? Do you think Smitty would have
Huh?
caught
I mean,
Maybe
it
just
just
because
depends on
Smitty's a
where it
little
is.
faster, The ball to me, the ball like AJ. We keep saying that AJ slowed down. He did not slow down. He just
He
hesitated for
looked
a
up for the
half a
ball.
second,
You know, he
and
looked
the
up to
ball.
see
He
the
looked
ball.
up for the ball, but by the time the ball got to him, it was already like in the
Like
end
he was
zone.
hawking down the
So
ball.
this is my opinion. This is my opinion because I've watched
I
the game.
just don't know if it would have been caught
I've changed my mind a few
regardless.
times. When he slowed down, it kind of wasn't a slowdown. It was almost a look. He almost was anticipating the ball would be close to where he was at. So either it was a bad throw or he ran the wrong route. You understand? It's
It,
one or the other.
it almost looked like when you're like in high school and they're trying to teach you how to be a solid wide receiver, and they tell you when you're trying to eye down the ball to avoid slowing down because the ball's still going. So it's almost like he slowed himself down, thinking that the play was almost over.
I
He
thought
didn't,
he just anticipated the ball would be there because he looked up, and when he looked up, he kind of gave like a shrug, like, "Oh, it's going
and
to open."
it was a quick slowdown too. It's not like he completely slowed down, but you can definitely see he put his foot on the brakes for a second. The only reason why I say that is because we're dealing with all these issues with him, but we got four wide receivers that aren't getting the opportunity to show what they can actually do.
Yeah, but no disrespect to none of them though. None of them are even close to AJ Brown.
None of them are even close, but what is our whole scheme, bro? Think about it. Our whole scheme is it's either going to go to AJ or it's going to go to Smitty. If you have them in the
Oh
game,
no, that's why I like Jahan Dotson being involved. Jahan Dotson's getting involved more. He's definitely getting involved, but
he's getting involved more, but he's not getting the ball like that, though, bro.
and he made the hell of a catch too that got called back. I know you guys saw Dotson's catch on the side where his
Yes.
foot stepped out. That was another
That's
catch.
one of those throws that
It
that
was
would
one
have
of those throws that
helped.
got called back, you know. But I just see. I mean, I just think if they wanna, they could do what they did last Sunday. But where's running the ball? You understand? You just mix it in. The passing game was lovely. The schemes were there. The routes were there. The plays, the slants were there. The plays were there. The
But the
concepts were
issue is
there.
there's no run game though, so you're not making it an actual threat. That's the thing. If there was a run game due to our offensive lineman being healthy, it would actually pose a threat, but it's not right
I'll
now.
put it this way. I think if we were to lose AJ to injury on Thursday and he was out for the rest of the season,
They'll still win.
I do think we would become a threat to the NFL because there wouldn't be anybody like a lot of these coverages that we see are designed to stop AJ Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And they would go away from that, and that would give those guys like Darius Cooper, Anaya Smith, whoever you want to name, like it would give those guys the opportunity to go out there and get touches. But then it's at the same thing. It's like, is Patullo gonna work with that? Is he gonna scheme those guys open? Is he gonna work with what he's given? Like,
Yeah. I just don't think I don't think he'll get traded in the middle of the season. I
no,
could
no, he
definitely
won't.
see
No.
after the season, but I look at it like this. AJ is still a valuable wide receiver wherever he would go, right? So his trade value will be high. You need to just find a team that's willing to take his pay. You just need to find a team to take his pay. I say you get a
Half
elite.
the league would do that. Half the league
Yeah,
would be calling,
exactly.
knocking on it. If they put him on the block, half the league would be knocking on the door. Like,
And that's what I'm saying.
what do you?
If you get an elite tight end like a Brock Bowers, think about it. Brock Bowers is a threat, isn't he?
But why would they ever want to trade Brock Bowers? That's the other thing
But
you're
that's
not
why
thinking
I'm
about.
just using it as a scenario, though. Just a scenario. Like I'm talking about a type of tight end like that, like a
Yeah,
tight end
no,
that's actually a threat on another team. If we were to trade for that and give away a few draft picks, make Smitty wide receiver one, and keep Dallas Goddard, now you got two tight ends. Like think about it. How many tight ends did the Patriots have? How many tight ends did the Chiefs have?
I
When
still
you have
think they would
multiple
need. I
tight
still think they
you
would
play
need
within
a
Jalen Hurts.
dominant receiver because Smitty is good, but Smitty is not AJ dominant. You understand?
He's
I'm
not
not.
AJ dominant though, bro. But think
You
about it.
would still need that type of receiver there, and Johnny Wilson's too big to. He's too big to be AJ. You understand? You got to have somebody in that medium
I think you
size receiver.
definitely do. I don't think anybody we have right now, and I don't want to talk down on Darius Cooper because I think he does have potential,
We just
but
have a few.
I think that we definitely need I think Jalen needs two elite receivers,
Two.
and
He
that's
needs
no
two.
knock on Jalen,
So
but
what about two tight ends like a Dallas Goddard who can block and an elite tight end? If you get an
Jalen
elite,
does love his tight
Yeah,
ends.
but think
yeah,
about it.
you're still
Think
moving
about
the
this.
ball.
How many tight ends? How many tight ends don't want to really change the game? Like, how many are Travis Kelce in his prime? Not
Yeah,
many.
but think about it like this:
To find a tight
did
end like
AJ
that,
Brown change the game in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but look, to find a tight end like that, like you're saying, you have to draft a guy or develop a
And
guy.
who's even out there? Yeah, that's
And
usually like
nobody,
a
yeah,
draft.
it usually it's
That could
hard
be
to
a
get a
draft,
guy.
but you're taking a risk when you do a draft like
Yeah,
that.
now if you trade AJ, it's gonna be for picks and probably a lower tier receiver, or if somebody's having trouble with a one receiver and want to get rid of him. But there's no scenario I could see where they trade him mid-season. They need him for this run. I could see them parting ways after the season. I could definitely see that happen, 100%.
What's going
But
on, Donald?
we
Appreciate
don't know
you
Shout out
watching.
how.
Donald.
It's
Hit that
hard to
like
read
button for us,
AJ.
bro.
Like you said, every Wednesday he comes out and it's the same cycle. He's pissed off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. By
Mhm.
Wednesday comes, he's apologizing to us and to the media. So it's just we've been through this roller coaster with him. I just think it's like another family problem. Like when you have like family arguments with son or like a argument with a coworker or son, like it's just
Yeah,
something that we get through it every single year with him. He's doing it again.
I feel
Just
that,
feed him
bro.
the
But then
ball.
at the
He's
same
only
time, like,
angry because he knows what he's capable of, Warren. He knows that if he gets the ball 10, 15 times a game, he's going to have a huge impact. That's what his concern is. So all
You're
his
I
right. I mean,
anger,
that really is what it comes down to.
that's
Is
what
like
it
he
comes down to.
knows
He
that
knows.
he gives production, and when he's not getting that, he bitches about it.
yeah,
And
but
like you
my
said,
thing
that
is, it's hard when you got one that's bitching about it, then you got one that's chilling. Like at the end of the day, like he's
That's
chilling at
because
the
their
end.
their
imagine if they were both
personalities.
doing that
Yeah,
though.
that's what
Imagine
I'm
they were
saying.
both complaining.
I just look at it like this. If you look like when you watch some of the film of AJ isn't putting in 100% effort. I want a ring this year. I don't know about y'all, but I want a ring this year. So when I see a wide receiver not putting in effort like that, but you know that there's some dogs sitting down on the bench watching all that happen that will put in double the amount of effort or even more, like you're I feel like you're wasting solid talent for somebody
Dog,
that
Warren, who's the dog?
But
wasn't
at the same
actually
time, it's
like
not just
AJ
AJ
Brown
though,
was
bro.
Warren,
not bro.
who?
AJ
But
Brown
Warren,
was
who's the
only a
dog
threat
on
in
our?
23 and 22.
Bro,
Plus he
who's
gets
the dog?
injured, bro.
Wait,
He
wait,
gets
Warren, wait,
injured.
time out. Who's the dog on our bench that's sitting there that's hungrier than AJ right now?
You don't think John Minchie will do something?
No, bro, are you
You
crazy
do
You
realize
talking?
don't
if
think
you
Derek
watch
Stingley
if
would do something?
No.
he's a rook, we can't go that far ahead of ourselves.
But I'm saying,
If
but
you watch
hey,
all 22,
hey,
but look, Warren, you keep saying all this stuff about dude, we got these dogs on our bench, but if you really watch all 22, anytime an Eagles receiver this season has is not the number one target, you can see their route just undeveloped. Like
like
it's even
they're not
Smitty.
making separation, right?
They're not making like you could. It's so easy to play defense against the Eagles right now. Like coming from an NFL standpoint, because
Mm-hmm.
every
Applicable.
time you just could tell who the hot route is because everyone else just runs like a weak post or some like curl flat or something. Like these guys that you're saying are dogs are also like you have. If you want to be a good football team, you have to discuss. You have to have no idea who the hot route is. You got AJ, Smitty, Jahan, Mechie, whoever you want to say. Like you have to run a route like you're getting the ball, even if you know you're not getting the ball.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what AJ is not doing, though.
And he's doing the same thing. I know. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that he's doing the same exact shit.
yeah.
Even when he gets the ball, sometimes
It's
he's
just
doing
my
that.
thing is I just wish we could. And this isn't. I don't think this is on Jalen. I just think it's the way they have their personnel. Like mix some other receivers in. Like mix them in with what's going on because you kind of make it just obvious of what everything that's happening.
That's true.
And not everything has to be a deep ball either. Like I don't know what it is with this Patullo, like, but every time we decide to finally throw the ball, it's a deep ball. Like
Or short. It's either short
slants,
or deep.
like
There's no medium.
the
There's no medium concept. There's no slant
the
routes. It's
underneath route still exists. Look at this
What's
guy.
going
I
on,
forgot.
what
I
up,
forgot about
G?
this guy. I forgot all about this guy.
Made
Hey,
it.
I
He
just
made
got
it.
I just got home, bro.
I
Hey,
haven't seen this guy in a week and a half.
give us your
Nah,
recaps
for
on the
real.
game, Antoine. We kind of get
Word.
into
I
the
want to
meat
hear
of
what
the
Antoine want to
game
say.
now.
Yeah, I was listening in a little bit or whatever, but I don't know. Like, I think we let the media dictate the way that we was gonna play this game last week.
Mhm.
So, when AJ did what he did, uh, I think we fell into that because I think Jalen dropped back 44 times, got sacked 5 or 6 times, threw the ball 38 times.
Mhm.
Saquon had one carry in the second half, and so that's not Philly football. So I'm not mad about the loss. I'm just mad at how we went about the loss. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not our game plan. That's not how we play.
Mm-hmm.
So just a brief recap. You can't keep the defense on the field that long and expect to stop a team that many times.
Facts.
Uh,
Yeah.
bro, we had what? We made them punt the ball 6 times in a row.
7.
Then we get the ball back and we run no time off the clock, put our defense right back on the field without taking no time off the clock. And
Yep.
we had the lead. They had 3 points through 4 quarters. I mean, through 3 quarters, I'm sorry.
Yeah, everything
And
came
they
in the
scored
fourth.
18 points in the fourth quarter. So when they scored that touchdown and went for 2 and got it, I said, yeah, we deserve to lose this game. And I hate to say that, but we deserve to lose that game.
Yep.
So with AJ Brown, bro, I heard y'all speaking on him or whatever. All right, let's look at it like this. When you got a top-notch receiver, name a receiver that lead the league in targets. Just throw a name out there.
Puka
Puka.
Nakua.
Yeah.
All right,
JSN.
one more. Give me one more.
Justin
Justin
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Edbuka from Tampa Bay.
So if you look at the history of, let's go back to AJ Brown. Let's go back to Julio Jones. Great receivers. Get their targets, get their touches, but what happens? They get hurt. CeeDee Lamb, hurt right now. Lead the league in targets, but he gets hurt. So AJ, you crying for the ball, but when we gave you the ball in 2023, what happened?
Gets
You
hurt.
got hurt. You wasn't available for the playoffs when we needed you the most. Yeah, you got your numbers, bro. You got your stats. You got everything. Cooper Cup, where he at now? Triple
Seattle.
crown winner.
Mediocre. Yeah,
Triple
mediocre.
crown
Yeah,
winner. And
yeah,
who is
mediocre.
he now? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's true.
Julio
That's true.
Jones. What happens? You break down after a while. This the NFL, bro. It's not high school. So we really protecting you from yourself, whether you know it or not. So if you wanna, and I heard Ocho Cinco say we costing him money by bringing his numbers down. So when it's time to renegotiate this and that, okay, cool. So if you want to play until you 30 or you want to play until you 33, because if you get the ball over 100 times a year, eventually you're going to break down. Julio Jones, the biggest, strongest, fastest receiver I ever seen, end up breaking down. Odell Beckham Jr. broke down. Cooper Cup broke down. Bro, you're going to break
All in front
down.
of our
I don't
eyes. You're
care.
right.
What's going on,
Right in front of our eyes, like in the blink of an eye. It wasn't a gradual decline. It was like coming off a steep hill.
Word.
That's football, bro. So we can't force feed you the ball and expect you to be 100% in the playoffs when we really need you. And if we make a playoff run, we're going to need you, bro. So just be quiet, win games. We're winning games. I understand if we lose and then you're not getting the ball, but bro, we winning. What are we
Word.
talking
No,
about,
you're
bro?
right. That's the thing
What are
that
we talking
separates
about?
AJ too, is that even when AJ isn't force fed like that, he still leads the league in catches. He leads the league in yards per catch, yards after the catch. Like the stats
Yeah.
are still there, even when he's
Yeah.
not like the face of the production.
He's a
So
dangerous
he,
receiver, bro. He's a dangerous receiver at the end of the day. But my thing is, you want to look at his his production and also his injuries. You're seeing him get injured when he gets more production, like what Antoine's saying. So in that case, he's not like, let's be honest, he's not 22 AJ Brown anymore. He's not. Like,
Mm-mm.
he is not 22 AJ Brown. Just like, in all honesty, Jalen Hurts is not 21 Jalen Hurts. He's not. Like, he don't even move like that anymore. So, like, he is slowly declining on a wide receiver level. And the smartest thing for us to do is try to get some type of value out of him. Get some type of value. Because there's going to be a team that's willing to use him and, like, utilize him and give us whether it's like a top 10 draft pick or whether it's like a solid trade, we can utilize that and try to like expand with it. We know Smitty has a better chance of retiring the Eagle. If we got somebody that's not already going to retire an Eagle, bro, like utilize him same way we use our defense, bro. We utilize our defense. Then when you start getting older, we don't sign that extra contract. We don't extend it. We try to trade you. We try to find something because we're trying to like, bro, we're constantly having to keep up with teams. You really think Dallas is going to be like the way they are now? They're going to get better. The Giants are going to get better. The Commanders are going to get better. We can't keep having an old ass AJ Brown out there and like we just banking off he's gonna be elite every time we see him though. Like he's gonna deteriorate, which is the reason why the Giants got rid of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, bro,
Yeah,
because Saquon had 2,000 yards last year. He don't look explosive the
you know what
way
I'm
he looked
saying?
last year because it wears on you. You know what I'm saying?
That does.
And
That's what I was saying. Jordan
we
Mailata
got a
said the
talented
same
team.
thing.
Yeah, we got a talented team, bro. So let's use what we got to get what we want. We want another Super Bowl. We got to use what we got. We got to use all our weapons. We got to use all our tools. AJ Brown, you're one of our weapons. You're not the only weapon.
Mhm.
So, bro, relax. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, do y'all wanna trade AJ?
No,
Not
Not
right
in
now.
the season. I would most likely
not yet. I
not.
wouldn't want to trade him at least for the next two. I would like to keep him at least through under his contract because I still feel like he has plenty of gas. I know you say aging old Brown, but I don't see no signs of him slowing
He's
down. Like
28.
there's
You
Yeah, I
really
no
want
don't
I
think
signs
want
he's
of
two
it.
slowing
more
down,
years.
bro?
I want at
How
least two
old is
more years
Stephon
out of him.
Diggs?
27 or 28.
Now
AJ is
let me add
28.
this
He's
though.
at the height. He's at the height of his prime at the moment right now.
Let me add this. You know why the Patriots won that game against the Bills? It was Stephon Diggs. He got however many receiving
142.
yards.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
as
he
you
bought
become
that.
a veteran receiver, bro, and you're working with a younger quarterback, you have to make yourself available and like be able to be in those little windows for that quarterback. Like we saw Justin Jefferson do it for McCarthy that I think it was the second game, but whatever game McCarthy came in and he was balling, Justin Jefferson made himself more available. He didn't just
True.
stop on his route. He said,
Come
"Let me
on,
go
bro.
Bro,
out a
you
little
don't
bit."
think you
And
never seen the Eagles receivers help Jalen Hurts by coming back to the ball?
I think Devontae does it more than
Smitty.
AJ.
Yes, Smitty does for sure.
AJ's done it a couple of times. AJ's done it
What,
a
come
few
back to a
times.
ball?
Yeah, or move
Not
No,
even
around.
come back, bro. But when the play is dying, not even when the play's dying, but when the plan that they had is dead, now your quarterback is trying to find a
scramble
solution.
drill.
Yeah, he's trying to scramble. He's trying to find something, and he's looking for people to be open. AJ isn't doing that, bro. AJ is
He
standing
don't.
there watching
He
him,
don't.
bro.
And if he is as of late. But to be honest with you, bro, I just think I think the media is even making us Eagle fans look at him a kind of way. What you
But
need to
no, it's
understand,
at the end of the day, like I like
but
AJ Brown. I don't
you
want
know,
to lose him.
but this is what people don't need to understand. This. Remember, everybody from the outside looks at it from a spotlight. We're inside here because we're Eagles fans. We see this week in, week out, year in, year out. He did this last year. He did this the year before. Anytime there's a moment or a stretch where he doesn't get the ball for 3, 4 games, he complains. Like it's not as big as of a deal as people really making it seem. Like what Antoine said is a completely correct. We played out of character. We played the Broncos game. We played the media's game. We didn't play Philadelphia Eagles football. Yes, we were feeding AJ. Yes, that was all working, but we forgot our identity also of the running the ball. So, in my
Mhm.
opinion, the AJ thing is more of a distraction than anything at this point. It's not about
It
him
You
not
is.
want a
being able to
distraction,
play.
right?
It's more of a distraction. It's not about him being old. It's not about him not getting the ball. It's not about somebody else ready to take his spot. It's all a distraction,
It
literally.
is.
Because, bro, Smitty had one over 100. Nobody's complaining. AJ gonna have his days. AJ's gonna get a 200-yard game, probably 150-yard game. He's gonna get it. Every year he's played with the Eagles, he's had over 1,000 yards. He set the Eagles franchise record for receiving yards. He hasn't had one bad season in Philadelphia. Right now, he's on pace to have the least of all these years. That's what's getting him. The numbers, the people in his head, people like Ocho Cinco saying the money thing. Come on, man, just play
That's true though
football.
too,
Go,
bro.
go ahead, Antoine. You gonna say something?
I like, and I talk to different people, outside, like at work and stuff like that, and they saying like, well, AJ got his ring, so now, he just want to get his stats and stuff like that. Bro, stats really don't get you into the Hall of Fame. Rings get you into the Hall of Fame because Mike, if you look at Michael Irvin's stats, they are not amazing.
They're not,
Where
bro.
he at
They're
in the
not.
Hall of Fame? Troy Aikman,
Ring.
Warren's guy, he in the Hall of Fame. Numbers don't look good.
I think
Terry
Deshaun Jackson has
Bradshaw,
better.
numbers
Deshaun
don't look
Jackson has better receiving yards than Michael Irvin.
right.
No, but
And
it's
where
true
he
what
at?
Antoine said. They in there off moments and rings and
But
big,
also,
big.
And it's
also
just
too, though,
production, bro. It's
there's
production and
only two ways to
availability.
get into the Hall of Fame, whether it's rings or stats. You have to have like incredible stats, like dominant in your era type stats.
And that's the thing about Michael Irvin is that the stats aren't really there, But
the
he's
ring,
still one of the best.
He
But the
showed
rings,
up in the
but
moments. Yeah.
production, bro. Like he's still one of the best receivers to ever touch a football,
Facts.
and
And that's
he
what
doesn't
we
have
look at.
a 2,000
We
yard
look
season.
right, and we look at AJ Brown like that. Like, bro, we know who you are. Everybody know who you are. You don't have to get all these stats for people to understand who you are. We know who you are. And we talking about the 90s
But the thing
Cowboys. They
is,
had
bro, we're
weapons.
talking about a 28-year-old man, bro. Like he can't help himself at this point. He just that he
I
like
mean,
thrives off of this. There's no changing it. It's never gonna stop. That's my
that's
problem.
true. I mean, that's true, but at the same time, bro, like you gotta understand where you at and what you trying to accomplish. If you don't want to win, bro, I go to Cleveland. Get all the stats you want.
Yeah, go to the
But we
Jets.
are here trying to win, bro. And
Yeah.
so Deshaun Jackson, by the numbers, the greatest deep ball threat ever. He not in the Hall of Fame. He got all the
Yeah.
numbers. He not in the Hall of Fame. It took Randy Moss consideration to get into the Hall of Fame. He don't got the hard work to back it up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Hey, bro, we trying to get you 2, 3 rings. You know what I'm saying? If you get those 2 or 3 rings, you're going. Eli
Yeah, you're
Manning.
going like it's no argument or none of that. Like
Yeah.
you're
Eli Manning
going.
is a 500 quarterback, bro, but he got 2 Super Bowl rings. He's
Gets
going.
to
He's
go.
in. He's
And
in.
like you said too, like the injuries, bro.
I
Like
I,
you
I
got to be
like
available
I know it's
for
a
You got to
all
be
of
distraction
that.
available.
too, but his antics and the things that he does and the things that he says, it contradicts the culture that Nick Sirianni is trying to put in the locker
That's
room.
true. I agree
Facts.
with you. I agree
Facts.
with you on
So like,
For sure.
1,000%. Agree.
so when you got that there, bro, like that's a culture problem, bro. That's a culture problem. Like you're contradicting everything that we're trying to go for. I feel like Devontae's in it. I feel like Hurts is in it. Saquon has shown that he's in it. Like we've seen it.
Saquon
And,
definitely in it, bro.
and at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like, I
Saquon might be the
don't want
most
to
in
knock
it.
AJ Brown down too hard either, bro, because when Saquon caught that pass for the touchdown, AJ Brown was the first one to put his hands up and celebrate. So like it's not like he's getting upset about it. It's
Eh,
almost like he's
Although he
frustrated.
did play defense on Smitty on that Hail Mary, but
Say it again.
That was so
so
bad.
he did
Instead of getting two out,
he,
oh,
he
don't
did play
piss me off,
defense on
Scott.
Smitty.
Scott, don't piss me off. No, I
He
seen that too.
said,
Don't piss me off.
like, come
Yeah.
on,
Hold the
bro.
man head and face and everything, bro. But anyway,
Yeah.
listen. You heard about the meeting that they had that lasted
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
yeah.
over
yeah.
an
That's
hour,
what we
Let's
were just
whatever.
talking
dive
about
into
before you
that.
got on.
Okay.
Yeah, let's dive into
But
that. I think
yeah,
I don't
Saquon is in it, bro. He in it.
Saquon is locked in, bro, because Saquon sees all his time lost. And he knows the time is ticking for him, so he's trying to get whatever he can right now. And he sees
And back to what I keep saying, it's the time is going to be lost even more if this O line doesn't figure shit out.
Yeah,
Because
we
yes.
middle of the pack.
at
Yeah.
this point in time, if you remember a couple years ago, we were having a problem where maybe it was last year. I think it was 2 years ago though. Like we would not go. Jalen just would not go under center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
2 years
remember.
ago.
Well, we're having that problem again.
Shotgun
89% of the time that we go under center, it's an inside zone run handoff to Saquon.
So
Everybody know
obvious.
that.
Like
Everybody knows.
And we don't got the
you're not going to
linemen
get
to be able to stop it.
anytime you see the Eagles under center, it's a tackle for loss, and Saquon's not going to get production with that. And then the
Yeah,
same thing I was saying
we try
earlier
to.
about the O line being banged up. Like I mean, he's looking like he's back on the Giants right now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
try to be the. I don't know who calling the plays, but they try to be the smartest person in the room when you don't have to be. Make them stop you at what you do. You trying to trick them and stuff like that, bro. It's 3rd and 2. Instead of us like running the balls, to try to pick up the first down, we throw like a little bubble screen, lose 4 yards. Now it's 4th and 6. Now we got to punt the ball, bro. What are we doing, bro?
I
Instead
did
of
like
doing
RPO. Yeah.
nah, listen, that's what it was. That's what it was. Instead of us doing a conventional handoff, we did the RPO,
Yeah.
illegal man downfield. How many
Yep.
times have we seen Eagles players illegal man downfield? Because they
Was
don't
that
know.
Cam
They
Jurgens that
talk.
time? I think.
Yeah, Cam Jurgens and
Yeah.
Steen, I think. But
It was
bro,
Steen. It was Steen. Yeah.
it was
That's
Tyler
because they
Steen.
confused
So
the pass for a run, right? And they
you know
started
what I'm
going up
saying?
there.
And they talk to get to the next level as run blockers. So when they hike the ball, they thinking we finna run it. Let's get to the next level. Oh, it's a pass. Oh, you can't be right here. You supposed to be back there. Illegal man downfield, back us up. and now it's 3rd and 7 instead of 3rd and 2 because we trying to run the RPO instead of handing it off conventionally.
Trying to
So
get cute, man.
you know what I'm saying? Trying to get cute. So
Yeah,
now
I don't get it.
and so we got legal man downfield. So now instead of being 3rd and 2, it's 3rd and 7. And what we do? A conventional handoff.
Yeah.
On 3rd
Then
and
we
7 instead
do
of
a
3rd and 2.
conventional handoff.
Where
And
the
we pick
quick
up a
Hell
slant
yard.
yeah,
at?
bro. What
That's
are
what
we
I'm saying.
doing?
Those are the moments you have AJ. You just gotta get him a quick 5-yard slant. Just get him in there. That's it. This is not.
Now Patrick
What happened?
Surtain was on AJ though. Like that's one of the top cornerbacks. Even though AJ is a good receiver,
Let
that's
him
a
cook.
top cornerback on you.
Let him
We've
cook.
taken shots at Surtain in the past and it's worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Smitty
just,
got 2 touchdowns on him last time they
hey,
played.
Yeah.
they got the
that
best.
last game.
Bro. They
was
definitely got the
beauty.
best of us. That meeting, I hope that meeting is not a personal meeting to where it's like, why aren't y'all friends anymore? It's more of like, I don't care that y'all aren't friends. We got to be able to work together on this and communicate on stuff. Like
You don't even have to be friends, bro. Like,
And but believe it or
I
not,
don't care
Warren,
about
even
that.
but believe it or not, I think that's the reason why they do play so well. It's because of their camaraderie also as together.
well,
Believe it or
that's
that
not.
definitely builds it.
22 season, they were friends.
And I think that's what they about to get back to the roots right now. Like, let's talk about what's going. Because look, the problems we having is not the worst problems to have. You understand? We 4-1. We really not at the bottom of the barrel. Now it do feel a little like 2 seasons ago when we was just getting by. It do feel like that.
It does feel like that to y'all?
Yeah, to
Rookie
me,
OC,
Does
bro.
it feel like 2023 to y'all?
It do.
Yeah.
It does?
It do. Because like bro, like again, we don't have a rhyme or reason why we do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if everything was clicking and stuff like that, and we just happened to lose like on, we didn't make a defensive stop or something. That's not what it feel like. It don't feel like we got anything, like any continuity, nothing's clicking, nothing feels right, bro.
We're just getting by, bro. Like, we're
We
just
getting
getting
by.
by because of talent right now.
Now, the only reason why I will say that it doesn't feel like 23 is because we were high on turnovers and our defense was terrible.
We did have a lot of turnovers. That was the year
That's
Jalen
true.
I do think our defense is superior to that 23 defense.
the
Like,
penalties is killing us.
It is.
Warren.
It's definitely
That's
it's
what's
going
killing
to
us.
get even better with Nakobe Dean coming back, Nolan Smith coming back. We still don't even know what that combination of Campbell, Bond, and Dean on the field looks like. Like, we don't know what that looks like, but I feel like the defense is carrying us, but we don't want this defense to carry us going into, like, the bye week, bro. We shouldn't have
I mean, we can't. We just saw on Sunday. We just tried to you can't let a defense carry you in the NFL.
You can't, bro, because now you're going to wear out
Not for that long. Like, we saw what happens, bro. Even the best,
They
we
did
have a
3
lot of
quarters.
good
They did it
players
for
on
3
that
quarters,
defense,
bro.
bro, and they look gassed. Like, this is the NFL. Like Antoine
They
said,
look
this ain't
tired,
high
bro.
school, bro.
They look
You
tired.
can't just. It's a different ball game, and I think you're right, Warren, actually, because a lot of those issues that we did have a couple years ago, we don't have those same issues. It's just that the offense is so bad that it feels like that because
I
we
feel
have
like
way
the
too much
offensive
talent.
line is making it look worse than what it truly is. Like, that's
Why I keep saying that's the big. We do have
the
an
root of
offensive.
all of it is the offensive line, bro. Like,
It is
like
100%.
and it's truly just because they played, bro, since February. Like,
Even more than what's his name? Like everyone keeps saying that it's a Patullo problem, which I do agree that Patullo is not perfect and he's nowhere near perfect. But I think with the offensive line playing like this, it's not making his job any easier.
What's going on, Jay? I'm reading what Thomas says. I feel like 2023 in the last live. Yo, I don't know. I can't give him 2023 just because that was before his Super Bowl ring. So, like, you know how to get there now. Like, you know what it takes to get there. Like, it's not like you going into this blind like some of these teams out here. So you know what it takes.
We got to the Super Bowl the year before. In 22.
Yeah, that 2022 year, we just didn't win it. So that feeling,
We got there.
and they celebrated. I just think, like I said, the offensive line is like, once we get this offensive line healthy, we gonna be in a good spot. It's just we don't have it right now. Like,
But again, we got a rookie OC, bro, that has never done this, and it's looking bad, bro. So until he put together a complete game, I got my doubts because he haven't put together a complete game yet. He got a half here, he got a spurt here, he got a series or two here, but it's never a complete game to where like, yeah, I like what he did that game. I haven't felt that, bro. In 5 weeks, I haven't felt that.
Do you feel like Nick Sirianni needs to step in?
He should have stepped in last game when Saquon got one carry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on, just say it.
And it's kind of like you don't want him to step in because we've seen what Nick Sirianni looks like when he's play calling.
Yeah, he won't throw the ball. So he was cool with us throwing the ball out there.
Yeah, he liked it. That's why he let him sit there. I don't
That's
know.
why he let it happen.
It's a tricky situation. I don't think that Kevin Patullo will be here next year, but I have been hearing that possibly Frank Wright could possibly be the next OC next year. I personally would like that just because I feel like he needs to develop Jalen, and we need somebody kind of like what we talked about last year that isn't trying to be a head coach somewhere. Like we need somebody that's willing to stay here, like Vic Fangio. Like
I don't agree.
Why, bro? What's up?
Am I echoing, bro?
No,
A little bit.
I might be. It might be me.
I hear me and Antoine echoing.
Me too.
I didn't start echoing until you got here.
Wow.
That's the
I'm not trying to say it like that.
Anybody in the comments hear the echo?
No,
I don't hear Jay and Warren though.
I don't think Antoine said anything yet. Say something, Antoine.
Antoine.
Yeah, he's good. I don't hear an echo.
I think it's when we all talk at the same time.
Yeah,
I can hear it too, but
what were you saying, Antoine? You
You
disagree about an OC that's gonna stay?
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like people come to Philly, especially as an OC, to get a head coaching job. So I'm not mad that it's happening. Like we just need somebody with some experience that can call a game, bro. So regardless if they leave after that year or a year or two, I don't care, bro. As long as we get what we want after the deal, it's a deal.
Kellen Moore was a storybook situation, bro. That was perfect.
Hiring from within, and we kept saying no experience. Remember me and Antoine was like, yo, I've been
I'm
watching
telling
the team so long that every time we hire a coach from within, it never works. It just don't work for us, bro.
But
our buy-in
was the fact that he was with the team.
That's why I thought it would work.
But you know what? But guess what? Guess what? That's like you being with your company, right, for 10 years, and they put you in a CEO role. One of the CEOs, like a assistant CEO. You don't know what to do there. It's your first time, no matter how long you've been with the company, bro.
Yeah, but
you're in a new position.
The thing is, on the football perspective, you can play off people's strengths because you've seen it, though.
But it's so much more pressure. It's so much more pressure.
The scheming and the game management is the issue. Like he's not managing the game well. Like he's
right.
And that's from experience. That's why I wanted to hire an OC with experience.
Like Kellen Moore managed the game well, or he kind of just said just run the ball. Like he can't even really throw the ball like he wants to.
Kellen Moore was perfect.
Kellen Moore was a storybook scenario for us.
He was perfect for the Eagles, bro.
So who do y'all see as a possible offensive coordinator?
Kellen Moore.
I'm not even looking that way. I'm not even looking.
Me neither. Like I'm not concerned about that right now, bro. I just want what we got to work. So I'm not looking for next year right now. I'm looking at what we have right now.
It's too early. He would never get fired now anyway. Like
I think we learned our lesson from firing them in the middle of the season.
You can't do that because once you do that, that means you hitting the panic button.
Yeah.
Thomas says, "What does he call Mike McCarthy?"
Oh God. I'd rather just take the job myself.
Have Scott out there with the menu.
Scott do it.
Scott out there with the menu and the mic.
I'll be like the UCLA coordinator that had to step up.
All those coaches, after they coach from Dallas, they don't want to coach no more. Jason Garrett, Wade Phillip, they all give up. They be like, I'm done with coaching, man.
No, that's facts. I'm going to pull up the injury report real quick. This is the last one before. Actually, I can't pull it up. My bad. But, of course, we all know Landon Dickerson. He's going to be out for a few weeks. Nolan Smith is still out. We don't know too much about Cam Jurgens. Apparently, the issue with Saquon, they just rested him, so he's going to play.
I don't even think the team practiced today, actually.
Yeah, we just want everybody to be healthy. It's at least it's early enough if you are injured to where you can come back, but your team has to be able to play without you there. That's
What about Nakobe?
huh?
When is Nakobe supposed to come back?
Nakobe. So Vic Fangio said that Nakobe will play this game, but he's not going to get a lot
Limited.
of reps. He said that
Yeah.
he play a little bit, but nothing like a solid starting position or anything like that.
I
So
think that's the right way to do it.
yeah, just kind of ease them in, see how it looks. But with all that, bro, like I'm gonna pull up the AFC. So AFC standings right now, you got the Bills 4-1, Indiana Jones and the Colts 4-1, Pittsburgh 3-1, Chargers 3-2. Kansas City's all the way at the third slot.
Jacksonville 4-1 too.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, and Jacksonville 4-1. Like that's probably gonna be a tough division, the AFC between those two. But just looking at that, I don't really see any type of competitors, bro. Like there's nobody. I feel like we can beat all these teams if we play our best ball. We can beat all of these teams on here. It just
If
yeah, a big if.
We just lost to Denver.
That's right. But
Right.
I feel like the Colts are playing the best ball, like complementary football with each other. They seem the most balanced right now in Week 5. Like the way they playing, they seem like the best team right now when it comes to just a clean game.
New England didn't look bad versus the Bills. Can't lie, they look like they're not scared of Buffalo at all.
They definitely did. This whole week, the Jaguars, the Patriots, and even the Broncos, bro, like they came with a mission. They're
calling it the new AFC. That's what they're calling it because you got the Chiefs down, the Ravens down. You got all these teams you didn't expect to beat it. They're there now.
Yeah, like then you got the 49ers leading in their division right now. The
the
Rams.
Niners are tough, bro, and they have a lot of injuries too. So
And they're injured as hell, which is weird.
Tampa Bay and San Francisco, when they get full health, bro, they're gonna be tough.
Big problem.
Just looking at this, it looks like we're in the toughest division right now. I mean, just toughest like NFC division. Seems like the toughest. Last
The
few
West
years
is tough.
was the AFC, but we got some teams to go through, and we're gonna see a lot of playoffs possibly. You got the Bucks, San Francisco, the Rams, Detroit, Green Bay, possibly Minnesota. These are teams that we playing now.
You can't sleep on Seattle either. Seattle, you can't sleep.
Seattle, bro, that NFC West is a lot harder than people
Look
think.
at the NFC
I
West.
like the West over the East. I think they got a tougher division.
And the North ain't too bad either.
Yeah, the North, I put them second.
Like
And I put the East.
But these are teams we got to play. I think the only teams we're not going to play is Seattle and the San Francisco 49ers that we're going to see what we can do with them. It's Week 5. We've only played a third of this season. We got to see some type of changes come. Like, that's the biggest thing coming out of all this.
What you want to see?
What's that?
What you want to see?
I want to see balance. I just want to see balance on the run game and the pass game and just better clock management. There was no good clock management. After Saquon scored, we could have just ran the ball, bro, and just ran the clock up. But we chose not to do that. We just wanted to throw the ball the whole time and go and just punt. Like that's like now we hurt ourselves. We lost the game more.
Definitely.
So when I saw Buddy on the Instagram that Scott sent, I wanted to hop through that screen, bro.
Bro, I wanted to smack him before the game even
When you
started.
really look at it, two fellas, look what it took to beat a team. It took down to the last second, and literally a missed call by the refs and everything to beat the Eagles.
Yeah. Did y'all hear about what they did after they won? Played.
Yeah, they drove through Philly and they played Meek Mill.
And they drove down Broad Street.
But I told you, this is their Super Bowl, bro. Once again, this is their Super Bowl. People's Super Bowl is that they beat the Eagles.
But when you lose a game, bro, especially at home, you give teams the right to do whatever they want.
Yeah,
I know
when we win,
about
we do whatever we want.
That's facts. That's facts. Right now, these are the teams that are 4-1. So out of these teams, because I'm pretty sure this is who we kind of looking at right now, maybe add the Rams in here. But if you were to choose your top 5 out of these, who do you have them at?
Bills, Lions, Eagles, Colts, Niners.
Mm.
Yeah, Tampa and Niners are interchangeable,
Yeah, and
in my opinion.
my thing with the Colts is like, is it sustainable? Can they consistently do this?
That's the thing. I'm not sure, but you did say, who
You
did you
keep
say
saying that
was the
every
one
week. They're
team?
4-1 now.
Hey,
It's still not enough for me though.
Yeah, not better.
Hey,
Nah,
But
it's
I put
enough
him
at
in my
this point.
top 5. But you
technically they
said
could have
what
beat the
team,
Rams.
Warren?
Technically, they
Warren,
could
what'd you
have beat the
say?
Rams, bro. They could have beat the Rams, but
Who did
they
you say was the
dropped
most
the ball.
balanced looking team?
Yeah, they dropped the ball
Who-
before they go into the end zone.
I feel like it's the Lions, bro.
Yeah, I
They're
would
starting
have
to
to
come
put
into themselves.
the
I
Lions
put the
off.
Lions at 1 right now.
Yeah, my worry with
Yeah.
the Lions is they sometimes they can't stop a snail, son. Sometimes they get into these games, they defense, they forget who the hell they what they came to do. They
But they're
offense
gonna put
always
up
bails them
50
out.
though. It
That's the
almost
thing,
doesn't
they
even
put up
matter.
50. To me, I would put the Colts at 1 because as crazy as it sounds, bro, they almost beat the Rams. They could easily be 5-0. I think
If
they're
the
the best
Colts
team
played
right
the
now.
Bills this week, would they win?
I think they
If the
would.
Colts play the
The Bills.
Bills,
Look, this is all the Bills need to lose. Josh Allen doesn't have a crazy game, they're not winning. If he has a mediocre game, they're not winning.
They not winning. That's true.
Josh Allen has to be Superman for the Bills to be where they're gonna go.
Mm.
I
That's
just
just what
still
it
feel like
is.
the Colts are gonna come crashing down, but it's hard to say that because they are
Indiana
looking good. Like,
Jones is. I ain't gonna lie. Watch, he is. Yo, he do not look like Danny Dimes. That's why I'm calling him Indiana Jones now.
I like the way he's playing, bro. I
plus
like the
their
way.
defense is so
It's a
good.
resurgence, bro. Same way Saquon had his resurgence, it's different.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to. It seems like the owner needs to make some changes at the Giants front office. That's what it's.
Who your 5 on?
I'm gonna go Lions 1. I'm gonna go Eagles 2, Bills 3, Bucks 4, and I'll put the Colts at 5.
Damn, Colts at 5 is like low key. Is that disrespectful?
That is, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
It's not. It's not.
I think just because, like I said, this is only 1/3 of the season right now. Like
I just can't put the Eagles at 2. Like trying to be
I can't put the
non-biased.
Eagles. Yeah, I got the Eagles at 3. If
I have them
anything.
at 3 as well.
I think it's because with the Eagles, bro, like they can get better. Like
We're
like,
talking about
Yeah, you
about
can't do
now
that.
though.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, but
Talking
all
about
the
5
out of all
weeks
these
in.
teams is what Scotty said about the 49ers. They're the ones to be concerned about because they're injured, bro, and they're winning games.
Like, bro, their backup is
They have a
barely
lot of
started.
injuries. They have a lot of injuries.
they do.
Nick Bosa, they got George Kittle out. They got what's his
Purdy,
name?
everybody. The guy on the offensive line, I forgot his name. He's out.
Yeah.
You want to know what feels good though? We ain't got to worry about nothing in the NFC East. Like we ain't got to worry about nothing there. Like we just watching the Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys fight each other. We are, bro. Like
Cowboys put a whooping on the
and
Jets. So
again, it
not
sounds
saying
good,
much,
bro,
but
because we know who we are and who we could be, but bro, we gotta play out.
just gotta tighten
yeah.
It
up.
gotta play out.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get there. It's gonna take some time, and it's not gonna be the timely manner that we want. But I definitely think it's gonna come. But
So how do you feel about the short week? Do you think that's like a benefit, or do you think it's a con?
mm,
We got something sweet right now, so
I think it's more beneficial to kind of flush the loss. But as far as health wise, I don't think it's good.
Yeah.
I think like a mental, you can forget about that loss.
I think it's more beneficial to not let it defers the media from stepping in a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they already
Because
start looking forward towards the next game.
yeah, we on to the next.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
No, like I like that thought process of it, and it's like we're playing a division team, but we're not playing a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like the last few teams that we played these last 5 weeks, they were potential threats. Like this
Big
is a
time.
team where we can kind of practice on. I hate to say that.
Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Warren.
Bro,
Warren, relax, baby.
This is the
Relax.
NFL, bro. You
Warren
just saw,
acting like we a top dog right now.
Yeah.
We're
Warren,
not.
you saw what the patch just did to the Bills at home, bro. Listen, Bro, division
And they
games.
probably thought it was sweet.
And I always tell people division games don't ever sleep on a division game when it comes to underdog. Ever.
Except last year. Last year, I was sleeping on all of our division
I
games.
don't even
I was
think we
right.
all wanted to go out for Giants games, bro. Like I think we all just chilled. We took a break to go out those games. I just like
What y'all doing Thursday?
Dart is doing. I like
Going
Cam's
out.
schedule. He's definitely like he
Their
needs to
defense is not terrible
pick
too.
his head up. I just feel like their secondary, like looking at their secondary, bro.
They can be had.
Phillips, yeah, they only got one good player. Phillips, that's about it. Their strength is their D line.
They're ranked
That's a
26.
good D line.
Yeah,
Like-
that's their strength. Their D line.
Yeah, and that's it. Like it's gonna be.
We
another
should be able to beat them. Now we should. I don't know if we're gonna
the
whoop
game
on
that
them.
they
because
played on the Broncos.
We
they
haven't
should
whooped
have
on
been
nobody yet, bro.
This should be that game, though. Like I see what you're
This
saying. Like
could
this
be.
after this loss, this should be that get
But this
back
could be
punch
the
you in
anger
face
game. But listen, bro, remember when I said, yo, I think we're gonna dog walk Tampa? We was dog walking Tampa, but the same thing happened. Something's going on where they get these leads and they're not closing out. Like I don't know, when they get the lead, they get uncomfortable. There's a disconnect because we've gotten a couple games where we get a lead and they can't close it out.
Somebody falling asleep at the wheel, bro.
Yeah, that's
I
really
don't know
what it
if
is,
it's-
because we could go up big on the Giants and they end up making it in the game and it don't look like we smoked them. Same thing
Right.
like happened to Denver. Same thing that happened in the first game.
Yeah, it's the halftime.
That's
game.
a It's a big problem too. Like when that stuff, that's like one of those things. If it's a fluke, it just happens once, okay. But this is starting to
It's a
become
pattern.
consistent.
Yeah, it's a pattern.
We also got to remember, fellas, we aren't used to losing. Look at the things that I've been saying. Look at the things we all been saying. We are
Yeah,
not,
but almost every week feels like a loss to me.
yeah,
Kind of,
like,
sort of. Kind of, sort of.
Like it
It
feels
feels like we 0-5.
It's almost
Nah, I
like
wouldn't say that.
playoff loss, bro. Like, but at the
Two
end,
and
Like the
three.
Rams game, I was mentally preparing to accept that loss before they blocked that. Like mentally, I was prepared. We finally lost.
That feels like but if you think about it too, it's like that. Like okay, we lost against Denver. The only way we won against LA was the blocked field goal, which never happens. So that's two losses right there.
but Denver,
Tampa.
Denver came in. They gave us their best shot. That's the thing, though.
In the fourth
I mean,
quarter,
everybody is.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
We're not
they
getting-
gave us their best shot. Listen, it's either they gave us their best shot or we ran out of gas and they took advantage of that. 'Cause
We
I'll tell
definitely
you
ran
what,
out of gas.
The first
It's
three
the second.
quarters, the Eagles in control of that whole game, bro.
Yeah.
In control of the entire
We're
game.
going
Look at
into a
both.
lot of games trying new things to figure things out, while the other team is giving us their best shot. And for us to be 4-0 with that, like you can't sleep on that though. Like we
Right.
try to figure stuff out at the same time.
Right.
So once we get it clicking, who knows what's gonna happen, bro? But get this whole line healthy. That's the biggest thing to me. How y'all feel Ringo played? Because they're saying that he possibly
Terrible.
start this game against the Giants too.
I
Special.
don't think he played. Bro, listen, I don't think nobody really played bad, like defensively, because they had 3 points through 3 quarters.
Quinion really didn't have that great of a game though.
He
gave up some-
didn't have the best game, but again, I don't even feel like he played bad. We didn't give up 100-yard receiver or nothing like that. We didn't give up 100-yard running back or whatever. So
The
I
run
just feel
defense
like
still looks shaky though, but that's
it looked shaky at the end though, bro. At the
Yeah,
end.
that's what I'm saying.
That's because they had the ball for 20 minutes out of the 30.
I'm really not worried about the defense, honestly. It's like I'm not concerned with them at all. I think that's like we said, they ran out of gas, and that stuff happens, bro. When you have to
Ball control. We need ball control.
Yeah, time of possession. That's always against the defense.
20-10, you're never gonna win with those numbers.
So
Nah.
you feel like it's going to be just another passing game based off of the Giants' defense when it
The
comes
game that we played against Denver, that's the game that we should have played this game. This Denver, we should have ran the ball 60-40. It should have been 60-40 us running the ball because their strength is their cornerbacks and their D-line.
Mhm.
All right, so if you dropping back 44 times, the D-line is going to get at you.
Bonito's
You
a
might
player,
throw an
bro.
intercept. It was a couple of passes that could have got intercepted that they just
Yeah.
didn't come up with.
Mhm.
I'm saying that game should have been used for the Giants.
This game, yeah.
And I hope we don't just try to run the ball all game against the Giants, bro.
Now, historically though, he throws the ball in MetLife, and I've been there twice when he played. He throws the for some reason he likes to hit Smitty versus the Giants. It's just
Right.
I could see them get they heating up, bro. Like remember the Eagles start heating up mid-season, first 4 or 5 games, whatever. They find a new identity, whatever. I just think they're gonna start rolling. This law is gonna make them angry. They're gonna roll into MetLife. It's a short drive from Philly. Angry. They're gonna be pissed off, and they're gonna get it done, bro. They're gonna get it done.
That was the
They
perfect game
being
to lose.
picked.
Out of these first five, that was easily the best game to lose.
What'd you say, Scott?
I said, like, out of our first 5 games, this was definitely the best one to lose because it's an AFC opponent. It doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
We have a short week. We're about to kick the Giants' ass because of that. So it's like, I could see the way you're looking at it. It's just still sour, bro.
It does. Now, one thing we did learn is maybe we need to utilize Saquon in the pass game a little bit.
Facts.
That wheel route, that was nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Utilize
People,
that.
I've been using wheel routes and Madden like crazy for my whole life. Since I was a kid, I always utilize. That's the
I always run right, yo. I
always.
always wheel route and then I just run right with the quarterback. He's always open.
That's how Kevin Patillo's getting his plays, bro.
Yeah, oh, man.
Playing Madden.
Man suggestion.
Just got it on pro level.
coach suggestions, right? He's not even going into his own playbook. He's not even picking his own joints,
Suggest, give me
man.
some. Give me some.
Suggested plays. Hey, I had to crack on. But yeah, bro. I just think
Give me 1 second.
and limit the penalties. Limit the penalties. Like
That's got to be cleaned up.
Facts.
Like, it was 9 penalties and the Broncos had more, but like those are crucial penalties, bro. Like we don't expect Bond to get a personal foul like that, bro. Like we don't expect Bond, our veteran linebacker, to make
All pro.
Yeah, like that's not expected, bro. And then we could have gotten and then Smitty, what was it, the illegal shift?
Yeah,
That was on Saquon.
No, that was Dotson. All right, so I watched aisle 22 on that.
Mm-hmm.
Dotson looked at the ref. All right, he was a few inches off the line, but it's not going to affect what it is. And the ref was like, nah, you're not good. So when Jalen looked over there, he was set. So when Jalen got ready to get the ball, the ref was like, you're not good. So he moved up to get good. And by that time, Saquon was already in motion too. So he just snapped the ball. And that's what that call was. So it wasn't that like Jalen didn't look over there. I saw him look. That was it. All right, go in motion, Jalen. I mean Saquon. Saquon went in motion, but they both was moving simultaneously. So just BS,
Can't
bro.
do that.
He
Yeah,
did.
he almost got set, bro. It was like a half a second, bro. He
Because
almost.
if you
Half a second.
eliminate a few of those penalties in the game, bro, we still could have won the game. Like if you
Facts.
eliminate the self penalties that we did, like that game could have won that. So that's what's frustrating too. I'm glad all this stuff is getting exposed now after a loss. Because definitely after a win, we definitely would have talked about it, but we definitely wouldn't have harped on it. Because these are all things that we probably going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the penalties, going to be looking at, like you said, the illegal shifts, looking at
Personal fouls.
yeah, the sacks. I don't know. When it comes to sacks, I'd rather take a sack than an interception, or just throw the
That's
ball.
true.
So I'd
I
rather.
mean, I do too, but there was a lot of times where Jalen was playing like super conservative. I know he passed the ball a lot, but he took some sacks where there was some guys open.
Yeah.
Little gunshot.
I got a little bit of the clips of the all 22. Did y'all want to look at it, or how y'all feel about that?
Really, bro? I'm ready. I'm ready for the Giants, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we harped on this, 48 hours, and I just feel like it's time for us to, just move
Flush
forward.
it and move on.
Yeah.
Had
let's
they
just
ran the
move forward.
ball a couple more times, we wouldn't even be here, bro.
Hey, I think it'll be a problem if Saquon, do y'all feel like Saquon was the one that initiated that meeting?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's
Saquon, you said?
Yeah. I just think it's
Yeah.
crazy that we got to have somebody else come in the middle of two grown men just talking about a problem instead of just talking about it themselves. That's what's
It,
frustrating.
it's
I don't
hostility.
think it was also just like their personal relationship, though. I think it was more so like how to get on the same track as far as football.
I
Mhm.
Let's
think
get
it's
on
great that
football
they
together.
had that meeting because when people communicate, things work.
Mhm. I also think at the end of the day too, like they are older. Both of them are married now. Like AJ got kids now, so like they're not gonna hang out and be buddy buddy like they used to. So that's why I don't think the buddy part is the problem. I just think, like y'all said, the communicating. Like whenever there's a bad play, you don't see them talking to each other. One's on one side of the field, the other one's on the other side of the field, and it's like no communication at all. So like I said, if they can communicate like y'all said, and
It's like Jordan and Pippen.
yeah, get on the right page. I still think not having a fullback is hurting us. Like that's definitely was
Well,
they plan.
Ben Sumarin got hurt on the first play of the season. He was supposed to be like the full.
It wasn't even the first play, bro. That was
Bro,
kickoff.
bro got
No,
hit on kick.
that was
Oh man.
pre-spit. It was pre-spit.
Out first, yeah, that was that was before the spit even happened. Damn.
Yeah,
Like
before.
why not use AJ Dillon and put him at the fullback? Like
There's a reason why they're not using him, bro. There's a reason why, bro.
there's
He's
a
had
reason
a
why
couple
they
good
don't
games.
Bixby either, and I'm trying to
Bro,
figure it out.
Patulo is not. He not in the kitchen, bro. He not cooking right now.
Bro, Warren loves Tank Bigsby, bro. It's
Hey,
ridiculous.
I don't love him.
Yeah,
I
you
just
do.
I got
Warriors just love certain players, and we cannot explain why.
It's
I,
Jacksonville, bro. It's
I just
Jacksonville.
want him to do well. That's all. I
If he
want
played
him
on the
to do
Colts, Warren would not care about him.
No, I wouldn't care if he played on the Colts.
Exactly, bro. It's
Yeah,
Jaguars, bro. It's his
yeah,
second team.
So
yeah.
stop glazing.
I need Tank. I need Tank to do something.
He
Um,
must be on your fantasy team or something.
He must be from the
No,
same
bro.
hey, I'm not
hometown
gonna
as you or something.
He said he
they
from the
tried to
same
claim.
hood.
I did try to claim him. Will Shipley. Will Shipley got a few reps in, but they got him more on kick and punt return.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
They're not mixing. I noticed they're not mixing the running backs up like they
They
did.
did week one.
Yeah, but that's weird too. Yeah, like where's Dylan at? Why are you not utilizing him?
So
Patulo, bro.
I
It's
don't.
always falling back to him.
Can't blame everything on him, though, bro. Like, can we blame everything? Like when it comes to that stuff,
He's driving the bus.
there
It's
needs
your
somebody.
offense.
I feel like Nick can be in there and be like, "No, stop it, stop it now."
Nick lost them privileges 2 years ago. He's just the orchestrator right now.
Yeah, that's his own.
Tulo
That's
is
his own
driving the
play.
bus.
Hey, and again, that's why I don't like hiring from within because that's like when you promote somebody from within, like Jay was saying earlier.
Yeah.
All right, so if you was a forklift driver and now you the lead, you not gonna be as hard on the people that you was working with. Now, if you
Mhm.
bring in somebody new off the street, they don't give a damn who you are. If we need this work to get put out, we need this work to get put out. But
Yeah,
if you buddy with people, all right, this person got an attitude, so I can't really
Yeah.
talk to him or handle him like I would handle somebody else that I didn't know. That's why I like bringing somebody from outside
With
because
experience.
you know what I'm
new,
saying.
like new ideas, fresh ideas
You know
on
what I'm
how.
saying.
Yeah,
And
bro.
they got a system. They not trying to make their system fit the players. No, this
I
is my
think also
system. This is
too
what I need.
the fact that Jalen Hurts plays a whole different way. Um, I'm just the fact that Jalen Hurts plays a certain way. You can't just put any OC in there too. Like you gotta have an OC that's bought into like this is our quarterback. We got to make it work with him. And I think
Right.
Yeah.
some OCs can't utilize Jalen how others would. So I think that's another reason too. Um, but yeah, I before we get up out of here, let me get y'all score predictions for the Giants game. And who's your game ball going to?
Okay, let me think.
I want Antoine to go first. Antoine, I gotta think about this. Let me tap into my
I gotta
brain.
think, bro. Uh, 27, 17. Philly.
I like that score.
Game ball,
And I'm gonna give it to Jalen.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go, Jerry? You want me to go?
You go.
All right. I'm gonna go 35 17.
No.
And I think the game ball, I'm going to say Jalen Carter. Just because we
He been
haven't
slacking.
seen much from him. And I know Jackson Dart likes to run down the middle. And even Cam Scatteroo, he runs down the middle. I think Jalen Carter's going to have a solid game going into this. So I'm going to make it Jalen Carter. You
All
next.
right. I may sound cliche. I'm gonna sound cliche with who I'm gonna pick as a player, but the score give me 29-21. And I think there'll be a late score from the Giants late to just make it look good. Jackson Dart gets some garbage time stats. And I think the game balls, I think it's gonna go to AJ. I think that's it. I think they're gonna be like, you know what? Last week we had Smitty. They're gonna give him his attention. He's gonna get the same amount of targets, 8 to 10, but he's gonna make more out of it.
I like that.
Now, last season, too, if AJ got his yards, then Smitty got his yards the next game. So if they can do something like that, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you only could contain that beast for too long, and I think this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. Prime
So you're
time.
saying, you're expecting a quick turnaround?
I mean, not even a quick. I don't think there's no even like turnaround. I just think that they could do it. They just haven't done it. That's all that comes down to. I think they're going to turn the switch on Thursday.
Yeah, turn it on because they got the Vikings after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, fellas, let's get up on out of here. We appreciate everybody watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like
Hit the
button.
like button for sure. Hit the like.
Facts.
Going. It keeps the lights on over
Tell
here.
a friend to tell a friend.
But hey, we appreciate y'all watching. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.